Hello, hello, my yarny friends. It's Teresa with Critters Crochet. And yes, you are seeing me in the same outfit today. Happy Friday. It's because I'm double dipping on videos. So I spent yesterday working on videos. And so, yeah, you're seeing me in the same thing. But I recorded this on Thursday. Today's Friday. So I'm here to give you the update on the Duck Duck dishcloth for this week, this past week. If you are new to my channel, I am joining in Missy from Missy's Yarniverse and More, and she will be tagged in the description box below. She is doing this. She has well, let me show you this. We're using this book right here, the Little Encyclopedia of Dishcloths. I got mine on Thrift Books, but you can also get it on Amazon. And we are on, I think this is the 13th dishcloth that I'm getting ready to show you, um, that we're going to do for the next week. And so there are, you've got plenty of time to catch up if you want to join in. Um, there are 31 different dishcloths in this book, and we are starting for this next week dishcloth number 13. So we're about almost halfway. We got two more to go and we'll be about halfway through. So you can still catch up because some of these dishcloths, you can get them done in about 45 minutes. So it's very easy to get caught up if you want to get caught up. Uh, so uh, what we have done is I will make a list in the description box of the page number. Well, I'll just the number. What we've done is we took the book and we numbered each, and I've highlighted the ones we've done, but we have numbered 1 through 31. And then what Missy has done, she has these little rubber duckies, and she has the cutest little box that she decorated for a duck pond. She has all her rubber duckies in the duck pond, and on the bottom of each little duck is a number that corresponds with the dishcloth, 1 through 31. And each Thursday she comes on and she draws a new duck out of the duck pond. Okay. And she started doing it as duck, 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 duck. And then she'd say dishcloth, and whatever duck that was, that's the number we wrote on. Now she's got some of the participants have said, okay, let's give, they would give her a number like 7 or 12, and whatever that number is, like 12, the 12th duck that she pulls out, that's the number that we do. So it's fun to see which one comes up next. So this past week we did this one, page 42, and it is so fun and so easy. It is called the Hexagon. Okay, that's the dishcloth that we did. They used an off-white and a lavender. I used some green and yellow for mine. And this one, yeah, under an hour, and I had this one done. I didn't time it exactly. I just know that it was under an hour. But I love my favorite part is the little picos around the outside edge. So cute and so simple. It's shells and picot stitches, guys. Here's mine. Ta-da! So stinking adorable. I love this dishcloth. Love it, love it, love it. And I had some leftover I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby. And I don't know the color names because I didn't have the labels. I just know it was the I love this cotton. And so yellow and green. And that's what I made. I am definitely, this one went together. It was so fun and it came together so fast that I think I'm going to use multiple different colorways, and maybe even some variegated, and try it. And I want to make a bunch of these for the homemakers holiday because I think these will sell like crazy. This shape and the colors, I think this will go over. Since it's in November, I will do it in probably some fall colors, and uh, some Christmas colors, and just make a bunch of these for our November fundraiser. But Excuse me. I love this one. My new colors in my kitchen is green and I have a little splash of yellow in my kitchen too. So this is going to look really good in my new kitchen. So yay. So let's see what is the next one. Missy drew yesterday, and she drew duck number 6, and that is the clover. So if you do it in green, clover, but you can do these in all kinds of different colors. So I'm going to do mine in green, but I may show you some multiples next week because this looks like this is going to go together pretty quickly. You're doing some of this has double crochet 2 together and double crochet 3 together, and then you can see some chain work in here to make the mesh look to it. So yeah, that's going to be a no-brainer. Super easy. It calls for a 4-weight cotton yarn, and it says a 12-inch finished size, but it calls for a 3.75 hook. I've been using a 4mm hook. Where's my hook? Well, anyway, it's over here somewhere. I've been using a 4mm hook for every one of these. And so it's like Missy says in hers, we don't do no stinking gauge, and we don't worry about what size. And that's me. Thank you, Missy, because that's my motto too. Unless I'm making a wearable, I do check gauge if I'm doing a wearable because I want it to come out right. But this kind of stuff, it doesn't matter to me if it's 12 inches or 10 or what, I don't care. It's a dishcloth. It doesn't matter. Dishcloth, washcloth, whatever, it does not matter. So I am really excited to do this clover. This is going to be so cute and pretty. So yeah, the one I'm really excited about, and we haven't drawn it yet, is, let me find it. I think I told you this in my last week's video, but this one. I've already bought the little rings, so I'm planning on making a bunch of these. I got this little pack of rings off of Amazon. They're 2-inch plastic rings, and there's 10 of them. But look at this. This would be perfect for our November homemaker holiday fundraiser because it's close to Christmas. It's the Faucet Angel. How cute is that? That's the one I'm excited about. And it is number, oh, what is it? What number is it? It's number 13. So every week when Missy pulls a number, I'm like, 13, 13. So that hasn't happened yet, but we'll see. Surely it will happen soon. So anyway, that's my Duck dishcloth. I'll have Missy's channel. I will have it tagged. Thank you. Words are hard today for me. They're not coming like I need them to. So I will have her channel, Missy's Yarniverse and More. I will have her channel in the description box. And I will also add, for those of you who are new to my channel and you want to get caught up and do these Duck dishcloths with us, I will have the number of each dishcloth listed in the description box so you can see which ones we've done so far. All right. And I hope you'll join in. And if you make any of the dishcloths from this book, whether you're joining in to do all of them or not, if you make any of these, go to our community tab on my channel, click on the community tab, and post a picture of the dishcloth that you made. I'd love to see pictures. So yeah, so that's what we're doing this week. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I am heading out of town. Pray for me, y'all. It's going to be a good weekend, but it's going to be a hard weekend too at the same time. The school where my son was going to preaching school, they are having their lectureships, and it's a like 5 or 6 day long. It's kind of like a revival kind of thing. They have they have speakers from morning till evening. They probably have 10 to 12 speakers each day, maybe more. And for those 5 or 6 days. And they put together a book for that lectureship. And it is the sermons that are typed up of every sermon that is spoke in those 5 days. And they put it in a book that you can get. And every year they dedicate the book to someone. Well, my son and then another girl whose family, her father teaches at the school and they are members at the Forest Hill Church. Um, she was 33, my son was 29, and she was killed. She passed away about 3 months before Matt did in an accident. So they are they dedicate the lectureship book to someone every year. This year they are dedicating the lectureship book to Matt, my son, and this girl that passed away also. Her and Matt were really good friends too, and so they're both being dedicated. And Sunday night they're having a dedication ceremony. They're going to talk about the dedication and do a whole thing. So my husband and I are going there. We're going to spend some time. My daughter lives close to there, so we're going to be at her house, and we're just going to spend some time with our family and have a good weekend. Um, Sunday night's going to be hard, but it's going to be so wonderful. I am beyond proud that Matt was chosen to be dedicated to this book because he deserves it. He really does. Um, Also, Saturday, the Sardis Lake Christian Camp where my kids went since they were 7 years old and up. And I'm a counselor there. We go every year. We've gone every year since my son was 7 years old. So we've been going to camp there for a long time. Saturday they're doing a fundraiser. They're having a silent auction and a dinner. And so we're going there to support the fundraiser for the camp. And we have gotten a substantial amount of donations to complete Matt's amphitheater project. For those of you who are new to my channel, my son was a worker, and when we were at camp, he was always working on some kind of a project. Last year, he started clearing out. We had an area that hadn't been used in years, and all the brush and trees and vines and stuff have overtaken the old amphitheater that was there. And it's a place where in the center was a fire pit and then benches all around, and the kids would used to use that, and counselors, and we'd go out and we'd sing. There'd be devotionals out there, and it just for whatever reason, I don't know why they stopped using it, but it's just Matt spent all last year clearing all that off. And so uh January, February, we had the really bad ice storms, tree limbs, everything all back on it again, so it needs to be cleaned. So we during his funeral, we announced that we were going to accept donations to finish that and make that amphitheater a thing and get it done for him in his name, in his honor. And so while we're there Saturday, we're going to talk to some people. We're going to kind of look around the amphitheater again and get some more ideas going. And hopefully by this coming fall, we are going to be able to actually get started on building that amphitheater and making it a reality. And it's not going to be just for our session. There's like 5 or 6 different sessions of camp. Uh, and it's going to be for everybody to use. We're going to have a plaque with Matt's name on it and dedicate that amphitheater to him. And so, yeah, we've got Saturday and Sunday are going to be a very emotional 2 days. So y'all just pray for us. I know we'll get through it, but it's going to be difficult. So anyway, I hope you'll join in making these dishcloths, and I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Um, just hug on your loved ones every chance you get. Tell them you love them every chance you get, because you never know when it's going to be the last time that you say I love you to someone. You just don't know. So I love y'all very much. Thank you for your support again and your patience as I work through this difficult season of our lives. And thank you for being there. and supporting me and your thoughts, your prayers. It's meant the world. And so I'm coming back slowly but surely to the channel. Um, the second Tuesday of April, which is the 14th of April, Shannon and I have decided to start back with our Tuesday lives. So starting the second Tuesday of April, we are going to be live at 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern, and you'll be able to watch it on both of our channels. And come join us for a live. We just crochet and chat and be silly, and I'm ready to be silly, and I'm ready to get back to the lives with you guys because it's medicine for me. It's helping me get through all of this. And so I love y'all so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.